What is up, guys? As you can see, we're back with another Arena of Valor Pro gameplay, and today we are looking at a Bazaar Gaming versus AHQ. And on the left hand side we have Ormar on the support role, Elsu on the marksman role, mid lane Gilder, very interesting. As I was saying, I think this hero is pretty good now, and finally the pro teams are trying it out. They have Ignis as well, and they have Irie in the jungle. Now on the right side, now this is why I'm uploading this video. As you already saw, AHQ is trolling in my title. However, of course they're not trolling. They thought this through. They are running 4 times the revive enchantment because they have a game plan, and they think it will work, and we will see if it will work this game. Now let's get over the picks real quick. First blood there, Baldum getting caught out by the insane chain CC of Ormar and Ignis. Very nice combo, as you saw right there. Now on the right hand side we have a Baldum support, really strong pick right now. Hayate in the marksman role, one of the best marksmen in my opinion. Omen in the Slayer lane. Then we have Dayo-chan in the mid lane, Zephys in the jungle, and yeah, all of them except for Omen are running the beautiful kill by Irie in the jungle there, ganking the Omen. And Omen actually swapped his lane with Hayate because they felt like Hayate would probably lose against the Elsu, so they swapped it. And they felt like Gilder would lose to Omen. I know that because I played a couple games of 1v1s playing Omen in that mode, and I ran into a Gilder and it is absolutely unplayable. You cannot beat him at all. So I think that's why they swapped this, because they were like, okay, both our side lanes lose to the Elsu, so they were like, okay, just put Omen into the Abyssal lane, and then at least our Hayate can farm against the Gilder, kind of. So anyway, as I was saying, 4 of the HQ team are running the Revival enchantment. Now, it is an enchantment. If you guys haven't used it yet, I assume it's not really well known because no one really uses it yet. Basically, it makes you revive if you press the button. You have a little button on the screen when you take that enchantment, and when you die you can press it and it makes you revive instantly, and you can do it 3 times for that game. Okay, so for each game you can do it 3 times only. And yeah, what happens when you have that enchantment? Well, if 4 people have it, if you win a team fight and the enemy team has it on 4 people, they can just instantly revive and you get nothing for that team fight except for the gold for the kills. But late game, that really doesn't matter. You just want to get you want to get an objective, you want to get a Slayer, a Dragon, or towers, and if 4 people revive, you can't really get anything. There we have a team fight breaking out. I think this is Baldum's death again. Beautiful ult there, snares the Ignis, makes him run away. Both teams poked. Ooh, beautiful Elsu shot onto the Baldum there. Procced his death sickle actually, if you guys haven't seen that. The Zephys runs away, gets away with very low HP. I'm not sure, I don't think his death sickle procced. I assume he's running it as well, since he is running the blue enchantment. So yeah, as you can see here, they put the Omen against the Gilder now. Now he is already at half HP, so I think the Omen will do fine starting now. But as I said, if it's a 1v1, pure 1v1, you cannot beat Gilder. It's so strong. He just dashes onto you, gets a shield, auto attacks you, S2s you. The auto attack basically knocks you away, and it guarantees an easy S2 because it knocks you away and stuns you briefly. And if he instantly presses the S2 after the auto attack, it hits you for sure. You can't dodge it. And yeah, it's basically so much poke. He gets the shield after every single ability. It's just, it's a very underestimated hero. Anyway, so, ooh, beautiful team fight here. Baldum tries to engages onto the Ormar, but he just jumps away and uses his ult. And the Elsu predicted the engage and ulted away before he could catch him. So you can already see it's 3-1 for Bazaar Gaming. They're 1000 gold ahead approximately, so this is still anyone's game. If I would have to say who's better late game, It really just depends on what this Irie can do. If she can catch out the squishies just like she did there and bullies the Dio-chan, then it might pop off into favor of Bazaar Gaming, since they have an Elsu really strong late game marksman. Hayate equal strength, I would say, really strong as well late game. Mid lane, Dio-chan, Ignis, both really late game heroes. Now top lane we have an Omen, which is more of a solo side split pusher, but then we have an Gilder on the other side, which can poke and really help in a team fight really well late game. So I feel like Bazaar might be ahead a little bit here. Of course, Zephys is pretty decent late game too, more of a mid game hero though. So we will see how the Irie performs. If she outskills the enemy squishies, she can definitely do a lot of damage in team fights and just completely annihilate the team if she gets those ults off though. And we can see, if you guys didn't know, Wins is one of the best Elsu players. Very impressive at pretty much every single game he plays on this hero. He's very impressive with the snipes. He's very impressive with just the positioning. Just one of his main heroes, I would say. Huck gets caught out really hard here. Very unfortunate there. Gets caught out by all the perma CC. Was a little bit pushed out too far without the flicker available yet, so not much he could do there to escape. Beautiful Zephys ult by Rush there, and we will see if he can in fact finish this kill onto the Irie. Death Sickle procs, she runs away. Now will he die here? No, he gets away with around 1.5 bars of HP, jumps back in, gets stunned. I think he still has the Death Sickle. Yep, there it procced. So both junglers lost their Death Sickle in this team fight, and now very aggressive engaged by the Omen there, but he has the shield item already, the Hercules, and is able to sustain through the damage. Yes, he gets away. Baldum dashes away from the Gilder S2, and we get a team fight that ends in no lives lost. Now, I feel like blue team can push the bot tower though, so they still win the team fight in general because they get more out of it. But yeah, both teams committed a lot. Both teams committed a lot of Death Sickles, and yeah, those are gone for the rest of the game. So we will see, the next team fight should be a little bit more exciting. Now, beautifully clearing out the mid lane by Dio-chan and Baldum, and he just gets caught. He even ulted the Elsu, got him to half HP, but just can't do much 1v2 as an Omen. You will still end up dying, especially against two high damage heroes. And here we can see a lot of AoE damage being dished out by the Ignis. Hayate ult actually completely failed. Very beautiful flicker onto the Hayate with Gilder, and we will see very nice finish by Wins there on Elsu. Dashes after him with the ult, gets the auto attack, and now as you can see, we can go back a little bit. We have the Hayate die. He's still respawning, but 25 seconds would still remain on the respawn. He just presses the revival item, the revival enchantment, and he's already walking back to his bot lane to get that minion wave of farm. So, as I was saying, not sure if that was a little bit wasted. Rush very aggressive here on the invade. Realizes though that he's getting ganked, so he just jumps away. So still a good play there. Didn't really risk anything. If the enemies didn't realize, he would have taken the red buff. So nice try there. Didn't succeed though, unfortunately for him. Anyway, so I feel like that was a little bit wasted, that enchantment there by Hayate. He should save those charges, you know. But maybe he feels like, I have enough anyway. I shouldn't die more often anyway. So that's understandable, but the wave wouldn't really die. There was an allied wave incoming, so he didn't really. I feel like he didn't really have to pop it there. But anyway, as I was saying, whenever you kill someone on AHQ's team, you will never have the 5v4 advantage or the 5v3 advantage. The enemies will just respawn instantly. So it is a very annoying enchantment to deal with. However, you have to keep in mind that just by pure power, Bazaar Gaming is ahead already, just by default, because they have the 2 Holy Thunder enchantments, they have the 2 Devil's Awakening enchantments, so they have more brawn in a team fight. However, HQ can just respawn, so it will just depend on... It just allows HQ to make more mistakes, and if Bazaar doesn't make any mistakes, HQ will be able to sustain longer in the game. But as I was saying, I feel like the end games, the late games are very equal. So just by having that enchantment advantage, Bazaar will have more damage late game. So we will see if I'm right. We will see if AHQ, if Bazaar commits more mistakes than AHQ, and that will basically come down to that, I guess. And you can see here, Omen is already getting proxy farm done. They're trying to push the wave, so basically to just be able to roam. Maybe they want to push this tower. Not quite sure how they will do it though without the Elsu, but they might try. They might just try to dive the Omen. He actually flickers away. I feel like he didn't have to flicker here, but I guess he just wanted to be extra safe. He doesn't have the enchantment, so he can't just respawn like his teammates. But they end up trading bots for a top tower, so for both teams it is fine. But I think the blue team, yes, they get the second tower as well, so it ends up going in favor of Bazaar Gaming here. Very beautiful. And now Rush might get caught. Irie ult on only the Zephys ends up not getting anything, so they have to retreat there. They tried to just burst the Zephys, but it didn't happen, so they have no Irie ult available, so they will just go back to clearing the jungle, clearing the waves. They want to have the Ignis with the blue buff. He just finished it. The Gilder has to dash away, but didn't use his flicker yet, so he's fine. And again, the Baldum is overextended, gets caught out, but he just respawned. He's already back alive, guys. As I said, I actually saw a lot of players in my ranked games trying out this enchantment, and so far I haven't seen too much success. I feel like this enchantment is more of a, you either pick 4 to 5 on a team, then it's really useful, or you just don't. You just don't take it. I feel like it's either fully commit to it or just don't take it at all. But I saw some more pro gameplays where like 2 people take it. That makes some sense as well, because 2 people are generally enough to save the game, to like give you another chance of coming back. You know, if you're losing really hard, you lose all your members, the enemies are pushing, the enemies would finish the game, you can revive on 2 members, and maybe you can save the game a little bit. That's basically a good strategy, I guess, too. But this 4 revival strategy is very interesting too. As I said, you lose a team fight, you just respawn, and the enemies are low, you're full HP, you just go Slayer or something, you know? You lose the team fight, but you get the Slayer. We'll see if that happens this game. I hope something exciting with that enchantment happens. So far, it's always 1 person dying and then 1 like person just respawning. I want to see 5 people dying and 4 people respawning. That would be funny. But anyway, the Zephys is getting poked out here. Even through his passive, he still takes a lot of damage by the Gilder, by the Elsu. So he still has to be very careful there. Yeah. Elsu just trying to snipe, does decent damage onto a full tank Baldum. Like, I don't know, 20% HP. That is very decent damage, very fed Elsu already. 3 item Elsu, going for the Bow of Slaughter next. And as soon as he gets that Bow of Slaughter, even as long as he doesn't get stunned by the Dio-chan, I think nothing can kill him. Even if the Zephys jumps on him, he just jumps away with his ult, and then he just, he won't get one shot, and then he just pops the Bow of Slaughter, keeps life stealing. So, and Elsu, if you haven't played him with Bow of Slaughter, it's absolutely crazy. You press it, you do 1 auto attack, and you're full HP. Beautiful team fight there by Huck. He actually catches out 2 people with the stun and the ult. And that just, yeah, that just already sealed the deal. They get 2 kills instantly. The Hayate ended up dying. He went really far, but he did so much damage before he died. And again, he ended up dying, but he just respawned. So it really doesn't matter. He's already back in the team fight. He's already gonna kill that Irie because he had that enchantment. So this is truly funny. I will have to try this for sure. And I think I'll try it on Hayate because they really played on Hayate a lot. And again, they just... everyone can just respawn. It's really funny. You win a team fight, or maybe you go even in a team fight, you know? Maybe it's a 3-for-3, really close team fight, and the other 3 just respawn and you don't get anything, so... But usually, in my opinion, Bazaar should start winning those team fights because they should just have more damage with the Holy Thunders and with the Devil's Awakenings. Again, Baldum catches a really beautiful ult there, ends up dying, but his ult made Ignis die, so it is worth trading mid laner's life for the support's life. Is always good for your team if your support is the one dying, because the mid laner carries the wave clear, so if they don't have the mid laner, you usually are able to push some towers. And I saw this pause, it's a very, very long pause. We will just be skipping it. It is a really, really long pause. Yep, they even go to the analyst desk. There we go, this is... should be back in the game here. There we go. Okay, so... they had some issues this game, you'll see even the end, at the end they have to pause. But don't worry, we can just skip them in when we're watching the VOD. And yeah, Huck is waiting here for the wave. I assume they're trying to stack the waves. You basically, what you want to do is you want to wait. You don't want to just push the minions. You want to wait and let the second wave hit, and also let the side lanes build up, and then you push everything simultaneously, and then you have huge waves coming at the same time into the base, and then you can usually get like 2 towers with that, because they can't defend everywhere. And that's usually what a lot of pro teams do in every MOBA, even in League of Legends, I assume in Dota as well. And Irie just ends up getting caught there, very unfortunate for her. She loses her Blade of Eternity as well. 40-second death timer, she doesn't have the enchantment, so she cannot respawn. And it will be really rough with that 40-second death timer against a double buffed up team, Slayer and Dragon buff, and with the Kratos Dragon pushing in the towers. This will be very rough without the Irie. This Baldum, he hits some good ults, but mate, listen, he's much better than me, guys. He's much better than all of us for sure. But this is still, we can still laugh at something. Anyway, but listen, guys, why does it matter? Just take this enchantment, guys. Look at this. He dies and boom, he's alive again. It's like magic, dude. What is this? Anyway, so the Ormar gets caught by the Omen ult as well. Beautiful there. And now AHQ is in such a commanding lead, and they were losing the game. They were still losing the game by kills, but not by gold and not by towers. And yeah, the Baldum is already back into the fray, as I'm saying. But he lost his Slayer buff and the Dragon buff. But I don't think he cares about that as a support. He is already back. He can run it down mid once again, dying again to the enemy team while his team is getting towers. So he's fine. Cute little ult there to secure the buff as fast as possible by Huck on his Dio-chan. And now Bazaar is just desperately, they know they're in a losing position. They're just desperately trying to get something, trying to steal that red buff, didn't even succeed, trying to poke. But they really have to be careful to not get turned on into this team fight. And they are getting caught out. Not really. Ooh, what is this, dude? This Baldum is a poor guy. I think he got hit by 2 snipes. Let's see. No, he didn't get hit by a snipe here. Beautiful. He gets hit by 1 snipe and it just insta-kills him from like 1/4 HP. So much damage on that Elsu. But I don't think they care. I think the Baldum actually ran out of the enchantment. That is really funny. I think you have 3 charges and he ran out of it. because he's not instantly respawning. Unless maybe they're just saving it, they're thinking, listen guys, there's no objective up anyway, so we will just save the enchantment on our support. But yeah. Anyway, so they end up trading the Gilder top laner for the support, so it's still worth for HQ. Again, Irie, cheeky, went mid, got the mid tower real quick, backdooring it, and then running away. So at least they got some return gold there. Still a 3k gold lead for HQ, but as I said, that really doesn't matter. The advantage AHQ right now has is just that they're playing the macro better, and the Zephys is just really strong, the Omen is really tanky, and then the Hayate just does so much damage. Huck is playing really well with those stuns on Dio-chan, and there's just so much... They just have a good combo. They have the Dio-chan and Hayate ult. So far Hayate died a lot in these team fights, but he did like half HP of 3 people every single team fight. And Huck just stuns them and slows them down, and then yeah. They just have that little team fight combo there going for them, and it seems to be carrying them very well. And as I said, if they make a mistake, they can just respawn, so they really don't care. And now we can see they are positioning around that Slayer. They just did the dragon. They have the bonus damage buff, so they can just burst down this Slayer super quick, and it is already gone. Hayate will get the Sentinel as well for some extra movement speed. Abaldom doing his thing again, taking some free damage again, just like he likes to do. And yeah, Elsu snipes the Baldom again. The Baldom just can't catch a break. Absorbs all the skill shots, and already half HP again. He is not having fun in League of Legends today, guys. He is not having a fun game of League of Legends. But anyway, so they have the Kratos again pushing onto the tower. The Ormar is trying to absorb the dragon's damage, and he is doing a very good job. He absorbed like 1/3 of the dragon's HP there, but I think the tower will fall anyway. There it is. Now only one tier 3 tower remaining. They are trying to kill this Omen though, but he has the Blade of Eternity available. I assume he can even sell it into Death Sickle because of how much gold he has, and he's just too tanky. They can't do anything. He just dodges the Ignis damage with his S2, or not dodges, but reduces it heavily with his S2, and then they just end up not being able to do much. Again, this was a very long break. They even put up the screen. They even put up who won, but they're gonna show the ending here, I think. I think the whole game collapsed. No, they're showing highlights. Jesus Christ. I mean, we pretty much know who was gonna win, right, guys? Where is the... Okay, I think they're gonna show the ending here. Yeah, I think the spectator bugged out or something happened. They were having issues that game, but they showed AHQ actually winning at the end, pushing it in. So I'm just trying to show you that. They already showed this team fight. They already showed this team fight. And now we're back into the Omen action. And yeah, I don't know why they're showing this after they already showed who will win, but it was quite obvious. The Omen tanked all the damage, all the ults were gone. Now they could just spurg in, get the last kill. Elsu will respawn, they get him again. He actually almost kills them. He actually kills the Hayate, but he has Blade of Eternity. And now they end. Beautiful game, very funny little enchantment. As I was saying, I think if Bazaar did less mistakes, I don't know what that is. I was hoping for the damage numbers. Anyway, whatever. So, as I was saying, I think if Bazaar did a little bit less mistakes, they would have still come out on top, because late game they have the Holy Thunder bonus damage, stuff like that. It adds up a lot actually. So I feel like they had the edge there late game, but I guess the AoE combos were too much from the HQ side. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this. As I said, I'm really glad if you give me the recommendations for these games, because I cannot watch all of them. I cannot keep up with all of that. AOV esports content. And yeah, I really appreciate your helping hand. And if you enjoyed, leave a like, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace out, boys. Bye bye.